the giant underground monster that was a warp creature at the same time. And I think a couple of you died. Was that last session or was that the one before?
Oh, I died twice.
You died twice.
It was both Marius and Osmos died.
Yes. And you barely made it back to the base, to Arc Terminal. After Duskin became very, very sick in the car, luckily you had a trained nurse with you who helped you do some transfusions and literally saved your life. You were on the brink of death. It was a long journey and you ate up all of your food and all of your supplies by the time you reached the base. You were met by Thorman at the gate, yelling commands back and forth in panic. And you looked around you and saw that some of the fences and hills wore signs of battle. They had been hit by gunshots and there has been some sort of attack. Fortunately, the base is still intact. You you spent a little time in quarantine, went back and forth between the medical bay, where Monitor 46 is always annoyed that you're coming by, always annoyed that you're making a mess, scolding you every time you pass him by. The Archconfessor has said a few words. James had been in with him and had a deep prayer. He seems slightly changed. He's a little sort of in his own head, in his thoughts a little bit, just wandering around, sitting in silence. And you've also had a little chat with Hector. And you have arranged with Jericho for him to join you on your way to the Holy Synod. Did you bring Tetricus as well?
No.
No, okay. Then, yeah, I would say you and Jericho right now, we can just jump into it. You are outside of the shrine room. You got your harnesses on, your drop chutes, and all of your gear. Jericho is dressed from top to toe in a helmet and a navy uniform. He's looking very dapper as he kind of slowly starts walking up the metal stairs up to the landing pad. Is there anything anyone want to do before you enter the ship? Anything you want to do in the base?
How much time do we have available?
There's no time limit. Jericho is essentially working for you now.
Yeah, there's at least some concerns the Ogren will have voiced to you all, and that is he's looking in his haversack and finds his rations a little diminished, and he does not want to go out again without proper food.
Stefan would go to the Orderin, saying, "Fear not, Tooth Measure. For a person like you, of such renown and official standing, the armory will always offer as many rations as you can carry, since they are easily replenishable."
As a little reminder, because
And I want my weight in rations.
As a little reminder, since we didn't do it last session, can we just do a quick description of your character today?
Stefan would be wearing green imperial robes, being decorated with the sign of the Administratum, as well as the Scrolla Progenium of Lemnos. He wears an eye patch on his right eye, even though some of you know that he already had a bionic replacement for it. When asked, he would just say that it feels wrong to not wear it. He's quite used to it. There are scars from the synth skin on the lower part of his face, neck, and chest, which depict a gruesome blow from a plasma run an indirect blow of a plasma run that he sustained on Ceres Madness, where the spiteful sun irradiated part of his superficial skin.
Awesome. Duskin, anything you want to mention about your character? Anything new?
Just that essentially Duskin will look pretty much as he always has, but face is a bit paler, demeanor is a bit more withdrawn, seems in the quiet times to be a wee bit more concerned on where the next mouthful of Amasek is going to come from than actually sort of dealing with anything to do with anyone else. That's pretty much about it.
And Brad.
When you look over and see Doc, you see this all black metallic looking armor. You can see a rebreather attached to his face underneath his helmet, and you can see the gas cord going down into the suit itself. You also see on one shoulder the sign of the the healing people. The double helix. You see the double helix. On the chest, you see an Aquila.
Awesome. And you're perhaps in your Kriesman uniform on the way to the ship as well.
Yes, I am.
Nice. Samuel, I don't see you on Roll20. Are you here? Alright, Ripsaw.
Alright, you will see a tech priest with, can't barely see his face, for his face has a bunch of wires and pieces of technology on him. And 2 eyes that change color every so often. Wearing a red hood from Mars, and accompanied by a Cybermast.
And little doggo. No. Tooth Nasher. Where are you right now? What do we see?
So Tooth Nasher is dragging along his haversack of rations that he has secured at the commissary, or the what do you call it? Armory. He's wearing just the bog standard, the regimental, the guard fatigues, Ogren size, that is fit for this regiment placed on this planet. But instead of the jacket, he wears just a tank top. And he's a tall Ogren with almost Neanderthal-like features. What has changed drastically about this character since the last time I introduced him is that today he is covered in bandages and band-aids in his forehead, where the soul snatcher creature had tried to pierce his skull with his pincers. He has a huge band-aid. Both of his arms is covered in bandages and band-aid, stitches everywhere. He's got holes in his pants, and where his leg used to be is finely crafted bionic leg instead, that has been super fitted to account for his Ogren weight and mass. A real marvel of tech miracle, at least considering the resources available on this planet, and has been given to him under strict negotiations with the tech priest. He has this clunky power fist attached to his fist, and some semi-shattered flak armor. And on his back he has his maul. And he stands there with a stupid grin on his face, ready to go out again.
Awesome description. Everybody gets an inspiration point, and you can hear the reverberance of the metallic stairs as you slowly start one by one stepping up it and walking up to the prep room right before the landing bay. Does anyone want to do or get anything before you depart? Okay. And then,
Wait,
yes,
wait.
Doc.
yeah.
Doc will go and talk to whoever the local officer is in charge of the guardsman details.
Yes. That would still be Thormund who has command. He is a rather tall, scruffy-looking guardsman. His helmet is off. He's got messy brown hair, kind of dulled eyes, battle scars, and a nonchalant walk as he walks over with an old low stick in his hand. You see him in the, not the ship hangar, but the car hangar. Do you want to just say what you tell him, or do you want to... What do you want to do?
I'm gonna approach him, look him
Yeah.
up and down, giving him a quizzical look, and tell him that I need 5 guardsmen with flamethrower training. Here, stat.
Awesome. Then you can do an
Requisition? Influence?
I have a thing for this. Yeah, you do a fellowship test. Charm. Neutral. Oof.
I'm going... I don't think I have an inspiration.
Yeah, you start talking and you just come across a little bit too commanding. He sort of dismisses you at first. Says they have too much to do, too much work with the vehicles. They need people there to repair.
As the group approaches the prep room before heading out towards the helipad, Stefan would say, "Gentlemen," as he addresses both Dustin and Doc, "the request has come through. I believe some of you requisition Ministorum priests to be at your disposal."
Yes.
Well, as fortune has it, we found some scraps from a not so successful crusade nearby that have decided to offer their repentance for their failures to be working with us. And since we are never short on manpower, well, I took some privilege to divert some of them to us. And with this, I must bid you adieu. I have further work here at the base.
And with that...
And as Stefan moves off, what he called Duskin's going to go to the Master of Arms and say, "I apologize for my comrade. He can be sometimes rather abrupt and a bit harsh. We understand that the base has been attacked, but this is a mission critical operation that we're going on, and those flamer units would be imperative to our success in securing not only this area but potentially this planet."
Perfect. Tormund spits out a large green tobacco lump of mucus and clears his throat. Go ahead and roll a fellowship test. Charm. Alternatively, you can do a command test -20. This is your last attempt as a group.
Hold on, charmed. Charm. 4 degrees of success.
Beautiful. Tormund is going to look ahead and sort of close his eyes for a bit. Every fucking time. Every time you come back, there's more.
You know yourself, it is the way of the world. It is. Everyone wants everything now, but as I say, what can we do?
Come with me. He walks past you, his cape that has hanging over his shoulder, sort of just brushing into you as he walks past you into the metallic door. He walks down to the living quarters, and you spend a little bit of time there outside of a room. Eventually, these guys wearing very sturdy-looking armor. It doesn't look like flak armor, something a bit more heavy. Start gathering, coming from the mess hall and their living quarters. They gather around you, and he introduces them as the Gamma Troopers of Maros Kappa. They are a specialist assault squad. They specialize in flamers and heavy weapon support. Talking to them, you can call up command and have a little bit of back and forth, and you can do an influence test, +10.
Success.
Sick. The
1 degree of additional.
beautiful. The commander finally clears the very complex demands to his command and gets the blessing. And finally, you walk off. You have 3 of the Gamma Troopers with you. So imagine like the most heavily equipped motherfuckers you can imagine. Belts over their chests, grenades, flamethrowers. One of them has a grenade launcher. And as they walk up the stairs, you just hear this heavy metallic clanking of their gear and weapons bumping into each other.
As we're actually about to leave, Duskin will turn around to the commander and say, hand him a little card and say, this will give you access to some of the better quality AMASEC. Why don't you distribute it between you and the rest of your men? And I'll take out 2 packets of low sticks and say, and that's for yourself. Obviously, I would suggest you distribute it to your men because morale seems low. And, you know, they follow a good leader that can provide. And give him a slap on the shoulder and walk off.
Awesome. And you're saying this to the leader of the Gamma Troopers or Tormund?
Tormund.
Okay. Yeah. That is a... you can roll a... another fellowship -20 for me.
Charm or just fellowship straight?
Probably charm would be best.
Sorry, talk amongst yourselves. Well, I think I'll re-roll that. I'm going to inspiration that.
Mm-hmm.
-1.
Yeah, you see him just raise one eyebrow and nod. Put his glow stick back in his mouth. Have a good flight. Takes a deep breath. Walks off. You walk up with the Gamma Troopers, and the rest of you are going to see these huge, heavily armed men peering up the stairs. Duskin is walking ahead of them. And is there anything you want to do or say before you depart?
As from one of the windows, Stefan notices Dustin going towards the platform. He would use an old Tom channel that's still functional, back from Series Madness. Talking to Dustin, saying to him that I expect a follow-up on our previous discussion when you return. After all, you still owe me.
If I return, I will
Wh-
happily give you that follow-up.
When I am not a person that likes to lose investments.
Understood.
Then I shall await your arrival. Until then, Emperor protects.
And as he cuts the the microbead, Oscar will fish into his pocket and take out a little capsule, break it, sniff sniff the powder that comes out, and then roughly run about 5 seconds later, empty his stomach onto the side of the platform. At the same time, taking the Amasec bottle from his pocket and dropping it on the ground.
As soon as you appear on the surface, there's a very strong wind. It's quite cold for Rund. As you look up, the skies are a little bit dark. There is actually not rain, but a little bit dampy here. As you look out to the landing pad, its glistening metallic surface reflects the various lights surrounding the base. Whoever's not wearing a helmet, your hair gets all messy, and whatever hairstyle you had is destroyed as you walk over to the ship. It is a fairly large lander, equipped with some basic weaponry. Jericho is going to jog to the cockpit and immediately get in. And I assume you all follow.
Right, so that is the fucking Gamma Squad. Now they're in some serious trouble now. Yeah, we are fucking set by the Emperor. Has blessed us now.
From the back of the ramp before it closes, you'd see some guards having a quite heated discussion with what seems to be a heavily armored Ministorum priest. You can hear over the engine noise that his thick accent saying, you idiot, I'm supposed to be with them. As soon he presents his paperwork and you see this medieval plate armor cladded person with what seems to be straps of clothing from a Ministorum robe around his head, an iron face mask covering his visage, saying, Abu Hajars, I have come to serve the honorable emissaries of the Emperor.
That's a preacher. He's wearing the Ministorum symbol. I recognize it. You see, I memorized most of the symbols, I think.
As you step on board Ripsaw, you notice that the machine spirit is definitely not in perfect order. Some of the engines are suffering and struggling.
No. Nobody touch anything. This vessel needs repairs.
There is a sort of an easy maintenance room where you can reach the cogitator and machine spirit. You can make your way in. It's quite a tight fit, and as you walk in, your doggo sort of looks in the room. The levers and various buttons are easy to operate. Shouldn't be much of a challenge to you. You can do a tech use -10.
Alright. Second.
As you'll get in your various seats. Who wants to take
Uh,
There are two technical seats. There's a commander seat where you sort of have a cogitator where you can see with a pict recorder. You can see a vision of what's beneath you. There's another seat for the gunner of the ship. Jericho has the pilot seat.
I look to Duskin, and I say you should take the commander seat. I believe you have the best eyes out of all of us.
Not it there, or...
It's just an illustration.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're still in the scene. The scene is yours.
Doc goes, puts his honorary grav chute on, and then takes a seat and straps in.
As Duskin actually sort of sits down, he's going to say, Commander seat, I think what he called co-pilot seat would probably be best.
Okay.
As I'm actually quite well versed in, well, I would say well versed, but competent. Well, I can fly in a straight line if there's
Okay.
no wind.
Not a problem.
If Gnasher sees that Doc takes the parachute or whatever it's called, grab chute on his back, he picks one up from the depository of grab chutes where Doc found his. He looks at this awkward small size, realizes he possibly cannot put it around his back, so he puts it on top of his head and takes the bands that are supposed to go around the shoulder and tightens it around his neck. So he would very likely choke to death if it was ever to release without even attempting his fall.
What he called Duskin puts on a grab chute as well for the back of the seat.
Allow me to help you with this. Abu, as he seems to sit the order's name, this Ministorum priest. You see this Ministorum priest basically asking for Tooth Gnasher's name.
My name is Tooth Gnasher. What's your name? Repeat it, please. It seems a bit exotic.
Why, yes, yes. Abu Tooth Gnasher, was it?
Oh, yeah, that will suffice.
Ah, perfect. Allow me to assist you. You see, you put them around your arms.
But the holes are so tiny.
But your arms are so big.
Right, they don't fit.
They got them belts that you pull on them.
And at this, Duskin is actually watching this interaction going, but the holes are so tiny, your arms are so big, and going, which one is, the intelligent one here, seeing where this goes.
As the great witnesses of the great emperor, as he sailed across the star, bringing fire and fury, said, no equipment is of little use to those that come to bring faith to those that lack it. So you just put it around your chest or arms, and you pull the string, see, like this. And he pulls the string, and you can hear the engine of the grav chute roaring a bit. Okay, maybe the other one.
I don't think I need a grab chute. It's confusing. What's it going to help with?
It is true. All we need is is to have faith in the emperor.
Are you like a preacher or something? I recognize the symbol of the ecclesiarchy.
I wouldn't call myself a preacher. I would call myself more as a person that spreads the good word of the Emperor, not with words, but with metal.
That's what my mom always used to say. As a missionary, that's what's like.
Exactly.
Well, you're in luck, 'cause there's a lot of people here on this planet that needs to hear the blessed word of the Emperor.
But I've brought my great instrument with which to sing, as he pulls from his bag this item cladded in black, what you would assume to be bandages, and with a small tar, the bandages come down, revealing an eviscerator. I brought this to sing the symphony of the Emperor and bring salvation to those who so desperately need it.
That's one big ass chainsaw. I didn't know they came this size.
It does.
When you die, can I have it?
But of course, my friend, the paradise that awaits me when I die, I do not need it there.
So far, almost everyone has died on these trips, but not Toothgnasher. He's strong.
Oh, I believe you are, my friend. But know this. I know things may seem scary now, but they will be way worse. Have faith in that.
Nice.
Okay,
As
friend.
you'd see how he pulls his hand towards his head, and then as if he were to pull something from his head and give it to you, he'd say, friend.
Yeah, Toothgnasher's smiling and happy at meeting a new friend. Could you bless me? Can you say a blessing for me?
It has been long since I held such a ritual, but allow me to do. As he reaches up from his seat, you would also perhaps instinctually wish to reach up, but he would usher you to sit down so he can reach your head. And he puts both hands above your head and forming a dome, saying, bless the heretic. Grant him the salvation through metal and steel. Forgive the Xenos, for he is not human, and only in death can you bring his clarity. Absolve the mutant of sin, for even his service may bring him closer to the one true God. Honor the Emperor, for only so you may reach paradise. A few
You
more.
think? Some say that we Ogrins are mutants, and most mutants aren't like really much, but my trainer always said that we Ogrins are special. Approved somewhat. But do you reckon the Emperor is going to let an Ogrin into paradise when I perish? If I serve him truly?
My friend, this, only by wearing this, you will be let into paradise, as he points to the Aquila version of the Astra Militarum. But my friend, this, and this, as he points towards your star, these are great boons from the Emperor. Should he not open the gates for you, then I'm afraid that there is no hope for me.
I'm going to make the Emperor proud. He's going to open the gates. Because me and the Emperor are friends, I think. At least I want to be friends with him. Have you seen the Emperor on the Golden Throne?
I'm afraid not. I've only seen depictions of his great visage.
Oh, some say he's twice as big as an Ogrin. Maybe even larger. 10 times. Just no, take that back. He doesn't know how to count. Maybe this much bigger than an ogre, he says, and he pulls his hands as far away at the width of his being.
Nice.
But yeah, let me know if you need a trail ration. I got plenty. And he slaps his sack.
Fear not, my dear friend, for I have brought many sustenance to maintain this form.
Have you met the others yet? This very busy metal cogboy over there, that's Ripsaw. He's working on the ship. You see, he said it's not good, so he's fixing it.
I did not. With your blessings, may I introduce myself with him?
Hey, you should. Last time there were like 5 guys. I didn't even get to know their names before they died. It would be a shame if that happened to you.
Thank you. And soon, Ripsa, you'd hear some clanking, even though you specifically said for no one to touch anything. You may have confused the Ecclesiarch's metal boots as he approaches you.
I have told you all not to touch much.
Forgive me, servant of the one true God.
Ripsaw will look up. You'll see the red eyes, the red glowing eyes of the Mechanicus.
Ah, I see you are from our sister branch.
Ecclesiarch.
Holy servant of the machine.
Ah, I see. To whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My name is Salim. I hail from the south corners of Askellon.
I see.
We maintain good relations with the manufactorium planet of Prometheum that is nearby. And therefore I am certain that my friendly nature, especially with my occupation, seem a tad foreign to you.
Yes, possibly.
Ripsaw asked if you can give your blessing. He just blessed me.
Oh, is it up to the Mechanicus blessings?
I believe, even though that we serve the same deity, I don't think it'd be best to bless each other.
Very well, but I can bless your weapon.
Please do. As he lives with you a 15-kilogram chainsword.
Okay. As I hold on to the chainsword, I finish up my routine checkup as I kick the freaking engine in a certain spot, and you hear a satisfying hum throughout the whole ship.
Ripsaw, isn't that the biggest chainsaw you ever seen? I imagine it could cleave an ogre in two. That's
Yes.
a big-ass chainsword.
Oh yes, very devastating. I will pull out, what is it?
It's as big as the teeth of the Emperor himself.
I'll pull out a vial of this sacred unguents and bless the chainsaw. It cannot jam.
Well, melee weapons don't usually jump, I appreciate it.
It will sift through meat more fluidly now.
Yes. And if you plan on eating the meat, it'll be seasoned in holy oils.
This warms my heart. Truly it does. I wish that the sands will be kind, and that the dust of Mars shall bless your footing, for it may be sure.
Oh, This is most pleasing. As I hand over the eviscerator back.
Emperor be with you. As he does the same gesture from his head, giving something to you, although it's just there.
You have to meet the lads that came down in a flyer from space. They're in the cockpit. I think they might be our leaders or something.
You don't impress me.
Truly, you are too wonderful of a guide, Tooth Smasher.
Yeah, watch out for two of them though. They are a bit. They can be a bit grumpy sometimes.
I believe it comes with the occupation. And he would make his way towards the front of the ship, where he would see both Dustin, Doc, Samuel, and Jericho, I believe, talking about something.
Yeah.
He would sit on the edge of the half circle, waiting for them to notice his presence, not really wishing to interrupt them.
I'm gonna stay out here. Ogrins aren't allowed in the cockpit, they say.
And Duskin will turn round to the Crusader, is it?
Yeah.
Well, he'll turn round and say, "Yes, can we help you?"
Yes, I have been granted permission to serve with you, great singers of the Emperor's will. To bless the ground underneath your feet and bring salvation to those in need.
What your name is?
My name is Alim. I hail from the south corner of Askellon. Member of the 11th Splinter Crusade towards the north to repel the coming storm.
Yes, what he called. Stefan did actually mention that you would be joining us. Apparently, it didn't go well.
Yes, he petitioned our. Well, we did not have such success with the crusade, and some of us of weaker spirit wanted to head home. He was quite insistent that we should assist you, and convince most of them to seek salvation in the service of you. On end of the Archconfessor.
Well, your service is very much accepted and appreciated.
I'm glad. Please,
Let me in. No, please carry on.
please do make as much use of me as possible.
Well, let me introduce you to my fellows. This is, well, we call him Doc, and this is Jericho.
He would raise his right hand at both of them. Not
Jericho
really
turns
going
around,
for-
his strap on his helmet sort of hanging loose. Gives you a little raised eyebrow. Turns around and starts pressing buttons as the ship starts up.
He would also salute Doc in his not official militarum way, but more of a local ecclesiastical way, which just looks as if he's standing straight and raising his right arm from his elbow. After which he would nod and introduce himself to the lower batch, asking that should you need anything from him to ask for him.
If you would tell everyone to strap in, we're about to leave.
Of course, dear Singer. As he would turn towards Ripsaw and Tooth Gnasher and say, The Great Cinders has declared that we shall lift from this ground, bringing great heirs of the Emperor with us. May we sail forth through the sky and bring justice to those in need.
Duskin,
did you?
do we have Captain Morpheus and his team with us? Or is it just the... And he casually waves to the 3 bulky men.
I kind of assumed we had Captain Morpheus and his team.
Well, we are sort of the leftovers of that team.
Yeah, they
I
were.
just didn't know if they're still with us or not.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that they were, what do you call
Okay.
it? They'd been seconded, so.
Morton, is this okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have Captain Morpheus talk to the 3 new guys and go ahead and start filling them in on relevant information for what we've been fighting.
Awesome. You can do a knowledge tactical imperialis or a command test -20.
Is it Salan or Alan or Alan? Your character's name is
3
Tabby.
degrees of success.
Awesome. The commander, Morpheus, starts informing the man of the creature that you met and the various heavily armored gunmen that you've also met. How you beat them, what weapons they have, and so on. And with that, the ship takes off. And where would you like to go? Let's find the map for you. Here you go.
I believe we should go check out that mountain. Doc brings up the little map in front of him, brings it up into a 3-dimensional view, and highlights the area and sends it to Jericho's navigator module, or whatever he uses to interface with the ship to fly to specific places, whatever his land navigation is.
While Doc's doing this, Duskin is going to say, sorry, while I was incapacitated, the base was attacked. Do we know who attacked the base? Which direction they came from?
Morpheus is going to inform you that they came from the forest in the south. They were armed, they have automatic weapons and vehicles.
Forest from the south. So, right. Yeah, Duskin's just gonna sort of go.
You found, they found some rags as well, belonging with a note, seemingly to someone calling themselves the Emperor's disciples.
I want to say before we land with the lander, I want to have a quick scene with the Ripsaw.
Yes. So you're gonna take off and start flying. And I want one of you to do a D100.
Oh hell no, I'm not doing that.
Not me. Last time I rolled, I got a 99.
If you roll over 90, you don't get to roll for a week, for a month, okay?
I agree. I'm fine with this.
Fuck.
And then we fucking
Are you
go.
fucking kidding me?
What?
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck?
Soon enough,
Ripsaw?
there won't be anyone to roll.
Is this real? Is this happening right now?
Okay, so this is when you go
Uh,
straight to character.
okay,
You just
okay,
narrate and
can
we
I-
go to character creation.
Can I inspiration that, please? Is there any chance?
No.
This once?
No, I don't want to.
No,
That's
there's no
not a
inspirations
mechanic.
in random. We don't play around here. This
I
ain't a
didn't
game.
mean-
This ain't a game, Medoskin.
Oh
I didn't
my god,
mean
you
to
killed
summon-
my character. I hate you so
Jesus,
much.
Ripsaw.
I
That's-
didn't mean to summon Erebus Inheritor. I'm sorry.
My god.
I'm so glad I didn't play with Stefan.
Archon
Yeah.
has literally jumped down on top of our freaking, what do you call
There's a reason we have backup characters. That grab
I
shit's gonna
don't
come in handy.
yet.
Alright,
Well, you have
guys.
the macro. It goes fast.
Alright, guys.
Want another character. Oh my god, you guys are so...
You really did.
What happens if I pull this out?
You really did it. Fuck. Okay, I need a minute.
I need a minute. Fuck.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
I want a fighting chance. Meanwhile, while we are in flight, because doesn't happen like the moment we take off. But Toothgnasher is going to approach Ripsaw. So I was walking in the cafeteria, right? And one of them sergeants says I wasn't using the power fist, right? He said it shouldn't be wasted on stupid organs like myself. And then I got really mad and he got scared. But he said there should be some kind of power supply or something. That's not unplugged or something. Can you get power into my power fist? Because if it doesn't have power, it's just a fist there, isn't it? In it.
Yes, but your fist is made of somewhat of ceramite and other materials. But I can definitely put some power into your fist.
I need power in my power fist, Ripsaw. And you the guy who knows about power.
Yes.
I don't care how you do it, I just want it.
Okay. Just hold still while I get the tubes and the plugs and whatnot.
It needs a power source, they say. A power source? Source.
Yes. Hold still. I'll go ahead and just plug in like a charger into him.
No, hook it up to the ship's reactor.
I'm just gonna take this power source right here.
No.
Feel free to implement me as the reason why the ship is gonna fail. But
Nice.
I'm sure you have other ideas. But
Yeah, it's like a massive demon.
Can someone take Jericho? So I don't have to fight both sides of the battle.
No, God. Barbos, I
It's
think
not
you're
that
gonna
hard.
play Jericho.
It's just navigate surface tests and operate tests.
no, you run it, Stefan. Is he an ace with like talents for flying?
Yeah, he's got a ton of talents. Look down under talents.
All right, damn it, I'll play.
Yeah.
Jericho.
The
He's coming.
rainbow-
He has been to space
can-
before.
I can roleplay him. You don't have to roleplay.
Yeah.
But you can just do the stuff. Okay. I think it should say his.
Yeah, I'm
Whatever
giving it a
skills he
cursory
has.
glance.
He's not a super good pilot, but he's decent. He doesn't have all the talents that you have.
Hey, don't move around. I'm reading.
I'm close to shit. Okay, so you're flying over this dry desert, looking down as the ground disappears underneath you. At first, you get this excitement as a suction in your gut sort of releases in your ears of flying over treetops. Jericho takes a little sideways tilt to the plane, and sort of just in the comms you can hear, "Hold on," as you slowly drift out of the wooded area into completely open ground. The sun starts to glisten above you through the clouds, and you can see there's a large, broken landscape with occasional, very sharp mountain formations. In the distance, you think you see some mountains, and he's flying quite low for a little while. And I'm gonna take an upright test. So you're flying very skillfully between different mountains. From experience, the lower you fly, the harder it is to spot you. As he enters a kind of a large body of water. You can see it in the horizon. It's glistening with this translucent blue, light blue color. You see something, a large shadow appearing from the forest. At first, it looks like a tree that's blowing in the wind. Jericho, completely cool, just points in that direction. Anyone got binoculars?
Hold on, I believe I do. Hold on.
What's that thing down there? Do you see it?
What side?
Right side.
That's it. Okay, hold on. Let me have a look. It is... What do you want me to roll? Perception?
Do an awareness test.
Awareness test.
Minus 20.
Hey, Doc. Doc.
Anytime we're going to roll.
Doc, it's me, Tooth Gnasher. Can you hear me?
No, I can't see anything.
You can see something. It's a shadow that seems to be moving up through the forest. As you fly closer, Jericho is going to come over the comms again. Hey, you might want to take a look at this. He again points across the screen. About half a kilometer to a kilometer away, a large creature seems to be breaking trees and occasionally popping up over the tree line.
Holy throne. Anyone who's not doing something that's useful, get on the guns. Does Jericho move away from that thing maximum speed?
Jericho, with a concerned expression, looks over his shoulder. Anyone? Have you heard about this? Do you know what it is?
Hold up. Make some space for me. Make some space. You, step aside. I want to see through the
Tooth
mirror.
Dasher, sit down.
I want to say shut up and sit down, Duskin. Sit the fuck down. Let me see. I think I can see it. Look, this is my coloring book. It has all the creatures documented on this planet. And we just got to match. Oh, it's about the same size as in the coloring book, actually, so that's not pretty dangerous. Let me see if I can find it. He licks his fingers and goes through the book he has.
Anytime.
I mean, is the Repsar here?
Yes.
You would see Alim say, maybe you can use our big fellow's book to identify that creature.
I'm sorry.
Let's see if I can do.
Did everyone, what do you call it, misinterpret get on the guns to look out the window?
I can't fit in the guns. And
know that,
besides
Ripsaw.
that, I don't know how to shoot.
I know that, Ripsaw. I'm talking about everyone else here.
Why don't you have a look in the coloring book then? You recognize. What about this one?
No.
So, out of character, is there any chance the coloring book has any data on this creature?
Absolutely. in the back of the book, there is a large illustration. What looks like a... from the movie Predator, like the face. But it's gigantic, and it's just sketched in black and white with a pencil. And it's got that face and like a squid-like body with several long tentacles and spikes off its back. It is drawn as absolutely fucking massive. Like it just
What's his name in the book?
The name in the book is the Dismal Progenitor. It is the god of Rund, essentially.
The apex predator.
Jericho
It is described as
punched
the
it.
creature that gives life to nature in Rund, and the ultimate judge of all things.
Jericho.
I can
Punch
hardly
it.
read, but through like very like stuttery, imagine really bad pronunciation of those advanced words are like butchered. But that's what I say to you guys. It's the god of Rund or something. I thought the Emperor was god of the universe. How can they be your god on Rund?
There are many of those who believe in foreign creatures and worship them. But this creature is, well, expressed as one.
And at
I
that
would assume.
moment, the last tree breaks in the tree line. Out from the forest spills a creature that kind of bubbles out. It is formed as it's moving. The tentacles stretch up from the trees. Anything that is around it gets blackened and squashed. The trees that it has touched break and start to rot. It immediately takes flight and flies straight up, blossoming, spreading out its tentacles. And you can see that it sort of just hovers for a little while. Jericho starts pressing buttons.
It's a lot larger than the picture book.
Commander. Orders.
What do you see up there? And Whipsaw's gonna go and take a peek.
Oh look, we all going to die. It's nothing we can fight that. Oh,
So
Toothgnash is
it-
scared. Toothgnash is scared.
Don't
Get us
worry,
out of here! I want out of this box.
Repsol,
Get
is
his
there any
crazy
way that you can actually increase the efficiency of the engines or give us anything at all?
I lean closer to Duskin, so no one can hear.
Yep.
My representative of the Inquisition, that's Tech Heresy. But in dire matters like these, I have to agree with you on this subject. I will do what I can. The machine spirit might kind of rebel.
Well, if the machine spirit rebels, we all die. If it doesn't, we all die.
What's going to happen if it reaches the base? It's going to eat all the rations.
Including the machine spirit. So the decision is on you. I'm not going to force you to go against your creed.
I will do what I must, for my duty is to help those of my squad.
Through the little room. Through the little room we saw, you see a slight flickering yellow lumen globe illuminating the cogitator. You know that it is Tech Heresy, but you also know that you are capable of pushing the engines to their breaking limit.
But are you capable of Tech Heresy? Yes, you are.
Okay.
You're a little
That's
heretic, aren't you?
No.
It's not in character. I'm sorry for saying that. Not in character. Cardinal Senior. I'm sorry.
Everyone, you should all look at the other systems and everything else while I go fix the engines further.
I suggest we do some evasive maneuver just in case. I am more than willing to meet the Emperor. I shall keep it at bay as best I may, as he would go as Alim would say prayers under his mouth and head towards the top small hatch, hoping to plant his med boots on the surface of the ship.
Sick. As soon as you reach the surface, there's a strong gust of wind. You sort of have to have your hand in front of you for a little while. You press down your visor or your goggles and manage to get up on the ship. You need some special boots to walk here.
Oh yeah,
Have
definitely.
you
Not-
got it?
Not even the Gamma Squad can take that out. We have to get out of here. Oh, by the Emperor, I'm so scared. Mommy. Mommy.
With Nasher.
Yes.
Nasher. Please keep
Yeah.
off the comms.
If you had some blueberry sauce, it would be really great now.
Inspirations. Inspiration.
Gotta respect the hustle.
Amazing.
Tuscan will look in his pack and look for the sweetest thing. The best thing you can find is a sort of like a rusk, sort of baby cookie type thing. And he'll throw that back and say, "That's the best you can do. Eat that. And if you would, please disconnect your voice module."
Okay.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. We've got this. But we don't want to distress you. Okay? Because things are going to get a bit rough. So you just strap yourself in. Hold on. We'll be fine.
The wobbling squid creature is now flying towards you at alarming speeds. Jericho, stressed, goes, "Evasive maneuver." He starts pulling the throttle back, and you see the ship barely hitting the edge of a cliff as you take a U-turn. And he succeeds.
And I'm also going to go on to the Vox to Ripsaw and say, what do you call it? Any tech heresy that you actually commit, I will take upon myself.
Very well, representative of the Inquisition. I will do what I can.
I'll take upon myself, and I will do my best to alleviate it.
Ripsaw, you make it through the little hatch again, almost jumping through it. Inside, several wires are hanging from this large wall-like computer. Buttons, levers, different punch cards. You start pulling everything out and opening the panel. The screws are fairly simple to open. You have various tools, I assume.
Yes.
What tools do you have?
I have a combined tool. Well, essentially it's a Swiss Army knife.
Am I you?
Yes, I do have that.
You quickly detach all the screws and the panel. Inside is the internal circuitry of the machine spirit. After all the buttons are unplugged, you immediately go to the back mind of the machine spirit. It's not conscious at all, but it's just monitoring the various systems. There is a limiter on it. You can essentially try to break it and then replace it with a circuit that temporarily bypasses the limitations. First off, I want you to do a Archaeotech for Heretic, minus 50.
Okay.
You are essentially killing and replacing the machine spirit.
2 degrees of success.
Nice. Alright. You sort of pull the chip out and attach 2 other wires. Holding them together with a pincer, you start detaching other wires and eventually just shutting down everything that would check and limit any damage to the engines. I want you to do a tech use test at -50.
I suggest you use a faith point for a +10.
Let's see here. I will use my combat tool to ensure that the whole thing goes well. Yes, 2 degrees of success.
Sick. After a little while, you hear a very loud static spark. The engine does a slight pause, and you hear Jericho's concerned voice for a brief second until the ship finally takes flight again. And you sort of glide across the landscape at the same speed. He can essentially turn the throttle up to the point where the engines would explode.
I will call Jericho. The engines are fixed. Just note that when you put it full throttle and leave it there too long, the engines might explode. Sorry.
He turns around. Alright, let's do this. He slowly leans the throttle forward. And I want you to do an operate surface for me, Barbosa. -40.
Operate aeronautics. Navigate surface or operate?
Operate aeronautics.
-40, you say?
Well,
I'll assist.
Yep.
This is just so that you are not to blame when we fail, right?
Oh no. Can't you use his ability?
He doesn't have an ability.
He doesn't have ace?
Oh,
no.
He has. Everyone got an inspiration.
you can't give it to NPCs.
No, you can absolutely give it to him. He is a major character. He can use inspiration. So go ahead and reroll.
Who wants to use their inspiration?
I will. Sure, fine.
I'll use it. I'll use my inspiration because I'm such a team player and I'm useless in this case.
Oh my god.
There's still a failure though. His target 30 is very hard. It's very hard for Jericho.
Jericho's throttle arm shakes violently. You start to hit the lower ground and it sort of goes. The engine can't take it. I have to slow down. Slowly, you see the ship drifting up again. And the shaking stops. And eventually you just hear this deep humming noise. And in the pic recorder and behind you, you can see the creature's shadow looming over you.
Back on the top side of the ship, as both with the combination of the med boots and the giraffe chute holding his body steady on the ship, streaming through the microbit, Alim would say, "The creature is getting closer." Emperor
No
have
shit.
mercy, what a beautiful day.
Jericho, roll inspiration. Roll what's it fucking called? Roll your turn.
Should I roll in your operate aeronautica?
No. Roll for battle.
Initiative.
That's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Damn, I told you you're getting rolled.
Remember to drink some water. Just not eat pure elk and no water.
I am actually drinking a lot.
Yeah, alcohol doesn't count.
Man, that really looks fuck. That says that's bigger than the fucking Aquila.
It
The John
is
Trotter.
gigantic. Yeah. It's doing like an S-type movement, back and forth, almost like it's swimming through the air.
My token is just something I can roll my initiative from.
To be clear, not everyone has to roll initiative, just Jericho.
Oh,
And we're gonna do quick combat turns. The ship's details is in the chat.
Once again,
We gotta be quick with our things now.
Sorry, once again, Duskin is going to come on the mic and say, "Why are the guns not firing?"
Someone else take over Jericho, please. I'm too noob.
All right. The
Okay, I'll do
Progenitor
it.
goes first. On the side of the ship. What do I compare it to? If you've ever been like in a haunted house or like underwater inside some carriage or something, that's the feeling. It's very claustrophobic. Or in a car wash when it's hitting the windows. It's like that. Something just thumps into the side of the ship, and suddenly half the ship goes black. On the side, you can hear the humming noise of the creature. It is
9 initiative for Jericho.
Yeah, I got a natural 10.
Why the Emperor protect us?
It's like that squid mouth in Star Wars. It's like appearing on the ship. Starts sucking the window. Then you see these tentacles sort of forming around the entire ship.
I will use Jericho's reaction to jink.
Yes. Go for a jink at minus. Minus 30.
Oh, wait, no, that was, it's still a success, not with as many degrees, my bad. I forgot the minus.
So you have a 30 modifier there?
No, instead of, I forgot the minus on the minus 30.
So then it's actually not a success then.
No, it's a success with, so that would be a 43, success with 3 additional.
Oh, okay. Nice. So you evade its grasp. You see Jericho violently pushing the throttle to the side. The ship is almost on its side. When you just hear these two piercing thumps in the back of the ship. The first one is going to hit. Take note of the damage in terms of your armor. That is a total of 35 rending damage. Penetration 10.
To which side of the armor?
The rare armor.
35 penetration 10, got it.
Yeah. In addition, a liquid starts spilling through the ship. The back armor loses 4 of its value. An acid starts dripping into the ship, and there's a smoke filling the back of the ship.
Duskin, get on the missile launcher. Hit it.
One tentacle comes through the opening in the ship that it has made. And it's going to hit Alim Tabi. One of the tentacles is spiking through the hole in the ship into the vessel itself. You have to do an evasive test.
Got it. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. I don't know if I succeeded or not.
The Progenitor misses, hits the ship, and the ship takes 23 impact damage, penetration 15. The tentacle pierces the ground right under where you were standing. You hear a loud engine cough as the ship starts to struggle to stay up.
Still the rear?
Yeah. And then another attack. Does Jericho have more jinx?
Yeah, one second please. I'm very confused.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that you got hit as well. It's gonna be... Yeah, that's gonna hit. It's gonna hit the motive systems. of the ship.
There goes the engines.
Maybe.
Hey, since Ripso has modded the engines for extra performance, it's probably at the cost of stability.
Hmm. Does he
Yeah,
have another dodge?
No, from what I'm seeing here, I'm desperately searching for it. Sorry, fellas.
Yeah, sorry. Barbosa, what side are you on?
I'm at the Boomer Doomer. Russian Doomer music. I'd just like to point out things. It can be in our favor or in our disadvantage.
Why are the guns not firing?
Because it's the entity's turn.
Perfect.
Shooting at this creature probably just agitated.
Alright. The bite from the creature seems to have grabbed onto the engine. It bites into metal. You can hear the crushing sound of metal and glass crushing and smashing into the ship itself. Do an opposed maneuver test. I don't want who's controlling Jericho.
Got it.
With that, everyone can do a fair 1 test.
Ooh, he
And
does
you're
get.
jaded. The ship starts violently shaking. You're struggling to stay on your feet, and the horrible scream of the creature fills the cabin. One of the flamer troopers steps to the back with a Gorgon flamer, points it at the hole. Sir, your permission to burn this thing to hell?
Burn it.
He opens fire and hits.
Success with 7 additional on the opposed operate. Maneuverability.
7 additional.
Minus 5 degrees of failure.
You win. The ship, or rather Jericho, takes a sharp turn. One of the side of the engine breaks off in its teeth, and through the hole you can barely see the creature spitting out this metallic piece before making another maneuver to fly down to you. Sort of like these metallic robots in the Matrix swimming through the air. It is your turn.
Jericho will proceed to do evasive maneuvers. Full action. Was it right? I'm gonna need Barbosa's help on this. How to pilot 101.
Yeah, so your evasion, your successes gives minus to his next attack.
Okay, got it.
You're both assumed to be moving at 1 tactical speed per turn.
Next time the creature attacks, it will suffer minus 90 to its attack.
Nice one.
As Jericho begins to fly low, then high, mimicking the creature, and as it comes close, he just chinks it to the side, confusing the creature.
And Duskin actually failed his fear test by minus 2 degrees. So it did, so just as he was about to fire, what he called the thing was ripped off, and whatever happens after that.
Also.
Alim would like to strike the tentacle of the creature if it's still within reach.
First off, Duskin, do a D100 with minus however many degrees you failed. Was it 3? Was it 3 degrees?
No, it was minus 2.
Alright.
So D100. Shit. So minus 2 is
32.
13? Yeah, 32, yeah.
Fear grips the character and it begins to shake and tremble. He suffers a minus 10 penalty on all tests for the rest of the encounter.
Minus 10.
Yeah. Did everyone do a willpower test?
Yep.
Minus 10. The creature takes another dive towards you. Gorgon Flamer goes off. Ooh. That is a great hit. 19. You see the chemical flames gushing out the side of the ship. The creature seems disturbed for a little moment, and then you see its eyes and face. It is conscious, and it does seem quite intelligent. Its eyes shape in this, out of this amorphous blob. They pop out, and then it sort of scans the different parts of the ship, and it looks like he's thinking. Go ahead.
As it's time to, as it's thinking, can I shoot a missile from the missile launcher on the ship?
So, what maneuver did Jericho do, Tavi?
Ginger. Defensive maneuver.
Does it
Is
full
it-
action?
Full action, yes.
So then,
Yes, minus 90 to hit.
Never mind. I wouldn't even try.
Yep. So as you're sort of spinning around, you for a brief second have a lock on it, and you hear this clicking sound, and then it immediately disappears, and you know that you would just be wasting ammo. Does anyone have anything they can do?
Is it within range for melee?
I mean, hypothetically, yeah.
Oh.
You would have to jump out of the hole.
Wait, out of the... So on the ship itself?
Mm-hmm. You would have to walk on the surface of the ship.
I'm already there.
Oh.
The mag
That's
boats and the
practical.
giraffe chute are basically...
Okay, so
keeping
you're
me in
standing
balance.
on the top with your weapon looking at this thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I would like to strike it with my eviscerator. Full out.
So first off, you're gonna have to try to walk to the back of the ship without falling off, which is still a risk as long as it's moving, and the metal plates are reverberating and being broken off.
I got this.
Agility minus 20.
Does acrobatics help in any way?
No. Pure
Oh,
agility test.
You dirty boy. In that case, I'm gonna use a faith point to... And because I'm mini-storm, that's a plus 20, so it's a flat.
Sick.
Success with 3 additional.
So, what does this look like, Alim?
As Alim approaches, he unleashes the eviscerator from its many holy inscriptions that cover it. The inscriptions just flow away towards the creature as he witnesses this sheer man empowered by his faith in the one true God as he points towards it, walking casually towards the jaws of the abyss, saying, "As the great prophets foretold, death shall liberate me from the curse of living, and with it, my release. I shall bring your head as bounty towards the one true God," as he raises the eviscerator at it.
The creature looks up at you, annoyed for a brief second. It's going to try to evade.
I'd like to see you try.
How much minus does he have?
Oh, I'm gonna have to roll first. Okay, first let me get on while I'm sorry. There's so much shit. Sorry.
I know. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you're engaged in combat in both of the only 2 characters. You could maybe give the sheet to someone else.
So it's a minus 40.
He has 1 degree of success on his check.
Oh, do I get a bonus from the size?
Yes, you do.
Well,
Let me take
I
a look
hit
here.
it.
You get a plus a lot. Yeah, you get a plus 40.
Yeah. So I think I did it.
Indeed.
Damage?
Hmm.
No righteous fury. God damn it. Wait, how do I see what rolls did I have for damage? Can someone see it?
Yeah, you shouldn't write that long of a special thing.
Yeah, sorry. Can I roll?
17, I think it says.
Yeah, I need to know the exact roll. So can I roll to the 4d10s instead?
Yeah.
Because I have Righteous Fury on 9.
I can pick it for you.
Damn. Okay, well, 7 and 6.
You rolled 17 in your first roll.
Yeah, so
No
7.
10s.
Oh, no 10s. Okay, thank you.
And no
Uh,
9s either.
Okay, I'll be on you. So 17, 22 penetration.
What kind of weapon is it?
Eviscerator. Razor sharp. If I succeed with with 3 or more additional degrees, it doubles this penetration.
Nice.
Total damage and penetration.
So 17 penetration, 22.
Nice. Very nice. Location.
Wait. Location 15. I don't know the biology of this creature, so forgive me.
Nice. Well done. So say again, what was the location?
15.
15.
It would be the arm
It would
if
be the
it
arm.
was human.
Okay, so one of the tentacles gets hit. That is going to deal significant damage to the creature. Well done. The tentacle is cut off by your head. It very calmly tries to just lay one of the tentacles on you, clearly underestimating you as you pull up your eviscerator and cut the tentacle off. Blood spraying everywhere, and it shrieks out in pain.
Your darkness shall find no purchase here.
Inspiration point.
I'll need it.
Anyone else don't want to do anything? Okay. The progenitor is going to fly up to you, Tavi.
Fuck. Wait, which one of me? There's 2 of me.
The roof you. The roof Korean.
Roof.
The roof,
Yeah,
the
oh yeah,
roof
you mean
Romanian.
Jericho.
And it's gonna bite.
Oh
Dodge
shit,
in.
that's a 1D. I did dodge. I just rolled a 1D 100 like a dumbass.
You get a minus 30 on your dodge.
I do succeed. With fucking flat.
The bite barely goes past you. And at this point you can see that it's highly annoyed, leaning back. And you can see its dismayed face as it did not grab you. And it goes in for another bite.
Step aside.
Do it. You get a minus 30 to dodge.
Can you use a fate point to ignore fear?
Yeah, I don't know. I know
No.
you can use it to ignore stuns.
No, you cannot.
Success with 2 additional.
Sick. So he tries to bite you again, annoyed at not hitting you. One of the tentacles is gonna come up and try to hit you.
Please just attack the fucking ship. Defensive stance gives me another reaction. This is literally the last thing I have.
Max 2 reactions. Sorry.
Fuck. Okay.
There's minus 20 to dodge.
I can't dodge anymore.
The tentacle pierces through you with
Oh, it does get a minus 20 to hit me. Does this help?
only gives it less degrees of success.
Damn it.
I gotta roll over. Okay, damage is not bad. It's a 21 impact penetration 15. Penetration 15.
And where is the damage that it isn't bad?
It is in the left leg.
Oh, there goes the leg. So, okay, toughness. So, give me the damage. I won't even care about armor at this point. 21 damage. Okay, here we go, lads. 21. There would be 17. There would be... I'm doing some great. Minus 5 to the leg.
Minus for the leg.
Critical 5 to the leg.
And that was impact. The blow breaks the target's leg with an agonizing snap. He is stunned for 1 round and knocked prone. Reduce his movement to 1 meter until he receives medical attention. Your limb is just hanging by the metal boot now. You're in intense pain and you would probably scream out at the top of your lung at this creature. After it sees your pain, it leans back and then looks at your leg and is going to pierce the ship. Do you have more jinx?
No, I do have Vit, and I will not jinx, but I like to say it hit. No, actually, yeah, I would jinx. It does get a minus 90 to hitting us.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So that's gonna be... okay, well... You would perhaps get that bonus too, but yeah, we can resolve it later. It's your turn.
Okay.
The creature is still flying right behind you.
So first would be Jericho, and he would floor it, like just get the fuck away.
Do a minus 60 operate surface aeronautica test.
Oh my god.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna use the missile launcher system to actually shoot a missile at it now.
Okay. Yeah.
And while he's doing that, does it have any sort of autocannons or anything like that?
It's all in the chat.
It does have the autocannons in the bad-facing autocannon, just one.
That's what I thought. Damn it.
Is the
You know when I
missile
can
launcher
reroll my
included
to
on
try
the
to
ship?
snap out of my fear?
Yeah, snap
Yeah,
out of
everyone
it
can
is-
reroll to snap out of it.
Yeah, it's a willpower test.
I fail.
69, nice. Can I use a faith point from Jericho?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Absolutely.
great. Success with 2 additional, coming in with the good rolls.
Nice.
Now excuse me as I micromanage the ever-living shit out of these characters.
Minus 60 though?
Minus 60, yes. The he has the thing that gives him a +10 and another +10 from a faith point.
What's the negative modifier for the jink on this one?
He actually do a full move, so it's a minus 20.
Okay.
Since he moved to his full capacity.
Yeah, and then you get a plus 20 from the size difference,
Headshot.
which equals
Nice.
+0. Ooh, nice.
That isn't a headshot, unfortunately.
Oh, damn it, it's backwards.
Yeah.
We did not have the damage for the missile launcher yet. I didn't see that anywhere.
Really?
What is it? Is it crack or frag or what?
It's definitely crack.
Yeah, we loaded the ship
Crack.
with crack
Hold
missiles.
on.
Also, BRB, my mom just screamed after me because she fell down, so...
Do it we will play.
Oh.
How many hits do I get with the missile launcher?
Remind me again. You made a missile launcher, didn't you, on the ship?
Yeah, we basically requisitioned one, and
on
then
Cerix Magnus or something.
Yep.
Does anyone... do you have the stats?
I might have in the Barbosa character
Duskin,
sheet. I can look it up.
it's
if
3d10
the same,
plus 10.
Yeah.
But is it a
Well,
back-facing missile launcher or what?
It's a back-facing missile launcher. It has hit for 23 pen 10, and if there's like a double one, then I'll need to roll again.
Alright, I'm trusting you on this.
Well, the whole thing about it is it's a 6-shot system. I just don't know how many degrees of success you want us to
No,
hit. for a shot.
I think what I call the six idea is that you don't have to reload because it takes 2 turns to reload.
Oh,
So it's like.
Okay, but how many degrees of success per missile?
I don't know.
What do you want to do, Morton?
Like a crack missile then from the Dark Heresy rulebook.
If it's just a crack missile launcher, then yeah. If it's an actual weapon
It
stat
seems to be,
from I had a weapon vehicle weapon sheet. If it's a weapon from that list,
Hold on.
then it's different. So it depends.
So
on which it is.
it's like a semi-automatic crack missile thing. Then
I mean, if you don't have it in your notes, then we can't.
I think you maybe deleted Barbosa as a character again, or I can find reserves.
Yeah, I believe Barbosa's character had it.
Definitely did not delete Barbosa. Let me find him in our
Just check his sheet.
There he is. Boom. He's at the bottom.
Alright, I'm looking at him. Yeah, the ship here is empty for some reason. No vehicle, maybe. Here it is. It doesn't have the missile launcher in the sheet. Only the other gun.
Write things down, guys.
No, I have it. Missile battery that can hold 6 missiles on gun cutter.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I
it's a
don't even
battery,
remember us
so
getting it.
So, I don't know how much the bonus from the Dead Priest with that was, but the ship would move 50 meters tactical speed.
Here, I'm gonna put in the sheet. So since it's a missile battery, for every 3 degrees of success, I guess we'll do an additional rocket hit.
so that's what.
And you
That'd
get
be
double movement speed this turn. So you can go
So-
ahead.
that would be 4 missiles.
Okay,
You
so
can go ahead
that's
and move
1,
100, yeah,
2, 3,
100
4.
meters.
I can control the ship.
I also think you get a +10 on moving the ship.
And we got 2 Righteous Furies on 2 of the missile hits.
Nice.
Sick.
You want to go ahead and roll those 1d5s, Duskin?
Mm-hmm. Give it 2
It's a
seconds.
T for
Oh, we got a Righteous Fury.
Twice.
Nice.
No, it only applies once, unfortunately.
Oh,
I wish it did, trust me.
So a ton of missiles start flying out of the ship, and you see this just lightning storm of explosions behind you. Tavi, you have to sort of cover your eyes and lean down to not be blinded by the blasts.
And 5.
Oh, nice.
Oh damn, nice. Let's see what happens.
5 to the torso, I think it is.
5 to the torso.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind
If
of
it's human.
okay.
Explosive.
Explosive? Yeah, of course.
And at this, what do you call it? Just to actually sort of say, at this stage, Duskin has, what do you call it, moved to the back and clipped himself in with as many clips as he can, and is about to hit what do you call it, the ramp to go down with his fully charged plasma rifle.
The Dismal Progenitor starts dropping in free flight, and it's falling down lifeless to the ground, and it disappears. You have 1 turn. What do you do?
Push it to the limit.
very quickly. From what we saw, was this an actual flying creature, or was this more of an entity?
It's gliding through the air. It doesn't have wings.
Oh my god, he literally jumped. Fuck me.
I go ahead and vox up to Jericho land the ship. We need to take vid-cord evidence of this.
You insane? You want me to just stop and let you take Wait, I'm not playing Jericho more than you. roughly.
No, that works.
No, you know what? I'm gonna jump in and say, what? You actually want to jump in and take fucking vacation pics on this
Did
thing?
we at least get a picture of it on our...
Do we know it's dead?
As they are bickering, Jericho pushes the core ripsa. You'd hear that core wail as Jericho beckons it for more power to go even further. Further.
The engine is at the brink of
hold
explosion. You can see sparks flying out of the engines.
Hold on. Where is the Crusader?
On the roof of the ship
With a broken foot.
with a broken foot. Still usable.
We need to reload the missile battery system if this thing's gonna come back. I advise that we land.
Your foot is not usable, Tavi. You can move 1 meter per turn.
True.
And
I'm
then
gonna say
Doc's
because of your
gonna-
metallic feet, you can in fact not move at all. Boots.
But Doc's gonna retake the command seat and check the
Land.
vidcord system and see if they actually got video footage of the entity.
Turning on the picture recorder, you flip it around, and you see the creature falling lifeless, almost like you would throw a squid off a building.
I take
Just
pictures of it.
slowly falling down. About mid-flight, it's going to come back to life, and again starts wobbling across the ground, and then flies up again towards you.
That one turn, Jericho would have put the pedal to the metal.
Do it. Same test as before.
I'm gonna use another of his faith.
Mhm.
Where exactly are we?
You are over. You were just about to enter a body of water. Let's see exactly how far away you are. If that's. Let's see.
Is there any sort of Imperial ships in orbit?
No.
Jericho would go as
You are 440 kilometers from home.
Oh yeah, we ain't making it home.
About an hour, a couple of hours. Okay.
So
Is that your turn?
Told
I
you not to
succeeded.
fly.
I succeeded. Jericho would also go forward, but with a 35-degree nose angle upwards to try and get altitude.
Yes. You.
Can we break orbit?
Very nice. You can barely make it into orbit with the ship. With a hole in your ceiling, though, it might not be the best idea. The creature is going to reappear. Go ahead and move 100 meters.
I still don't have control of the... Oh, I do. Nice, thanks.
Alright. And the creature is going to fly after you. It's going to take a full move. It's your turn.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna hit it again with the missiles. Try to give us some more time.
Yep. You're flying towards the tree line now.
How many meters behind us is it?
Good question. Let me give it to you. 90 meters.
As it appears behind you, it looks to be damaged.
You see Doc looking over the command system, looking down, and you see him rapidly press 2 buttons, and you hear the kaboom of 2 missiles being launched.
Sick. Do the damage again. It's going to
Can
try
you
to.
do-
It's going to try to jink,
Hold on.
and it has more than 2 degrees Celsius.
Tell me you have an escapable door.
Let me check.
Anyway, Jericho would attempt to move as far away again as
Mhm.
possible.
Same thing applies. Minus 60.
I do not.
If you fail this roll, the engine will break.
Oh my god. No pressure, thank you.
You are about 2 to 3 turns away from the trees.
So, sorry, Doc, you actually made the missile launch?
Yes, but the missiles missed.
Ah.
I'm gonna use the inspiration. Can I use an inspiration?
Yeah.
Fuck me. Success with 2.
Sick. The ship keeps flying at unnaturally fast speeds. And the creature is going to follow you. It's your turn.
Dark, please fucking hit it.
Okay, so Duskin is going to drop 2 in what do you call it? Just basically stick a detonator on them, throw them out, and throw them out.
I have a question also. I also failed my fear test, but I got 5 degrees of failure, which means that I'm shaken and trying to
Oh.
get away from the creature.
Okay, yeah, that's
but-
just you're behind cover in the vehicle, so
So, but there is no creature within reach of me, right?
yeah.
So what he's actually doing is he's actually pulling it up and going toop, toop. Actually, he's not trying to hit it. He's just actually sort of trying to make it explode between them and us.
And you're shooting a grenade launcher?
No, the missile launcher.
Missile launcher, okay.
But is what do you call it? Turning the what do you call it? The propellant to the point where it would actually be like a grenade.
Okay. It goes off in the air, and let me do an evasive test here. Alright. Explosion goes off, and it seems to have distracted him quite a bit.
When the next turn rolls around after the next one, I'll have missiles again.
Ripsaw. Jericho would say, Ripsaw, can you give me a tad bit more maneuverability? Oh, Ripsaw ain't here. God damn it.
Beep bop
Awesome.
boop bop.
You get an
Will do.
inspiration point, Tavi. The yeah, it's still your turn, I think.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Fuck me. In the meantime, the Alim would use the eviscerator to stand up. However, clearly unable to use his feet, he would just stand there readying his weapon to face the creature with a prepared action. And Jericho will succeed with 3 additional.
Sick. Yeah. That's another 100 meters. You're 1 turn away.
Bad of you, oh God, the Emperor.
Then it's my turn.
And with that, what do you call it? With a back down, all I can do is get a hold of the last rifle and go.
Yes. You see the creature flying by you, and it is your turn again.
With a shoom, shoom, shoom,
Doc,
shoom.
make it good.
Missile system is reloaded, acquiring target now.
Yes.
Feeling the gaze of the creature, Jericho doesn't feel fear, he feels exhilaration to be in this situation again. After having to go with many of acolytes on the field, the promise of pain, torture, death, quick on its heels as he desperately flees. The exhilarating motion of flight combat.
Does the creature dodge?
Yeah, it's gonna drink. That's a success with 5 degrees.
Okay. So would that still beat the 4 missiles that are getting launched, or just 1 missile?
That would beat all the missiles if it's an auto attack, yeah.
Okay.
Missiles fly past it, so it's sort of jinking back and forth as the missiles just fly past its tentacles.
Courage.
It's gonna start opening its
Fate, I mean.
I'm gonna use Jericho's inspiration. God fucking damn it, don't beam on me now, Morten.
Come on. Trying to pull the throttle to reach the tree line. This is it.
No! Fail!
And then you hear a loud explosion in both engines. Looking out the window, they're both on fire. You're dropping altitude, and it is just desert beneath you. You're actually dropping pretty fast. And I need Jericho to do a operate minus 40. As he tries to manually land the craft.
Minus 40 turns into minus 30.
Can I give an advantage even though I'm at the back?
Yeah.
Anyone has an inspiration to give, please?
Yeah, I'll give you mine.
So minus 20 with the assistance. Success with 5.
Sick. The craft lands, the back of it screeches off the rocks. A bunch of sand and dirt is thrown up in the air, and you just hear this screeching noise of the ship landing, turning sideways. The back hatch and every door opens as Jericho pulls a lever, gets up from the seat, and immediately runs to the back. What does everyone do?
At this, what I call Duskin actually cuts the ropes that have been holding them in and shouts, out, move, move, move! And what he called runs to the end of the ramp, drops down and starts scanning the trees.
Yes. And then we're gonna take a quick break for 5 minutes.
Thank God I was pissing myself.
Everybody take a break. And we will soon return.
That fucking encounter roll. Rips out. That was epic.
I think Ripsaw is AFK. incredible. It's like a natural 100 on the first time that you're flying.
Yeah, flying is a cursed endeavor.
That's amazing. That's the only way this creature would appear.
That's crazy to even contemplate that there is a creature like this on the planet.
Huh? It's a lot of fun stuff.
Hello.
Yo.
Just, I don't want to be that guy, but do you want to move us from the desert thing to a forest thing without the big thing at the bottom?
Hmm.
The what I call screen we're actually on at the moment sort of shows that we're in a desert. And there's a big thing down at the bottom that's about to kill us. And
Wait a minute.
saying that's done.
That you're still in the ship combat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not.
That's where you're supposed to. You're not?
No, we crash landed.
Yeah, but you're still looking at the ship. You're still looking at the ship screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be looking at right now.
You know what? For about 5 seconds there, I thought would actually escape from this fucking thing.
Is
you know
is it
better.
still flying towards us?
Are the 5 minutes over? Is that why you're all stressing? Give me a minute there, guys.
Just say no.
I'm
Just say
making
no.
a new map. Chill. the fuck.
You know what, dude?
Build
It's
a new
easier if you just say no, it's gone away.
Look at
I
tell
would
you shit.
actually,
How about that?
when the time comes, I would like to fire one last time.
Okay. Yeah.
And when we landed, do we land sideways or do we land face front?
You land in the worst imaginable way.
And whenever I die, what do you call it? I demand to have one last say as well.
We need a psyker to pull the ship out of the marsh.
Full Star Wars.
This motherfucker.
I will not be generous to the GM.
Oh, how did Stefan's character do landing on the roof with the crash landing?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I have mad boots and the ref shoots on me. I should be fine.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. This scene is gonna be fun.
I went to
Yeah,
go
that
fetch
doesn't
him
make
when
a
the creature
fuck.
was
Gravity
done.
Gravity doesn't give a fuck about magnetic boots
No.
when you're going 175 kilometers an hour and smacking to the ground.
Doc, whose fucking team are you on?
Thanks,
As soon
thanks
as
for making me aware of all these details.
As
It's awesome.
soon as Alim notices that the ship isn't supposed to go, and it goes in the wrong direction, ship should go up, he would deactivate the boots and he will leave the rev shoot to do its job.
Mm.
Smart.
We're on
smart.
the team of the story that this game is telling. Dusky.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
A real role
No,
player.
no,
finally,
no.
finally.
Yeah,
There's
really.
no-
He's the bad
There's
guy.
no me
We're the good guys,
in this
and
game.
he is trying to kill us.
You
No,
kill
that's
your
like-
ego.
That's like amateur roleplay.
He said your
Yeah.
ego.
You need to have an ego death.
Ego death.
But yeah, I have to be honest, I'm actually quite interested how your character basically surfing the way down survived.
Well, I'm curious to see if the Dismal Progenitor is going to have a snack before,
Oh, he's gonna kill us. Yeah.
Hey, the way I see it, my character was the only one who went mano a mano with it and actually dealt quite a chunk of damage with
And
a
then
sword.
And then surfed it all the way down.
Oh, it did get smacked by 4 crack missiles. And it,
Alright,
I thought
who's
that I
here?
was
Can someone remind me?
So there's Jericho, there's Armolin, there's Doc, there's Dustin,
Yeah, no, you go.
Ripsaw,
Tooth. I was missing Tooth. There we go.
Tooth
Tooth.
I
Masher,
got you now. I got you now.
Captain Morpheus, the 3
Right.
goons.
Right.
Morpheus, the what do you call? Was there not another?
Yeah, 3 Gorgon Flamer
close one.
dudes.
No, I'm sure.
Oh, they all
but-
died.
Oh,
Wait, they died?
No, they didn't die.
No, the guardsman Duskin was talking about.
Oh,
The last warp predator used them as snacky time.
Alright, now for the fun scene. Tommy. The
Oh,
ship
they-
is spinning around at full speed. You're just dizzy as you're locked. What the fuck was I trying to say? Locked on the ship, and you're spinning around. You can't walk, but you can choose to detach yourself from the ship.
I do just that.
Okay. I'm gonna say any logical human being would wait until they're as close to the ground as possible before doing this.
Can I just go and fetch him? Like Tooth Masher, because my friend is the priest. Go and
The
grab
ship
him.
is crashing too fast now. The only thing you can
Okay.
possibly do is just hold on to strap onto something. I'm gonna give you a -60 athletics test if you want to try.
I will try. Do you know how strong I am?
So the ship is spinning around and around. You're all being tossed around, and
Tooth
Masher
Masher
stands
grits
up.
his teeth.
Yeah.
His fear
You
is
can do it.
gone. The creature that terrified him, his priest went so bravely to face him off, yet he cowered in fear. He is truly blessed by the Emperor, and if there's anything he can do to prevent his demise and go fetch him, he will redeem himself in the eyes of the Emperor. He will enter paradise, and he will save this priest. How much minus do I get? -60?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I succeed with 1 degree of success.
What the hell, dude? Okay, well, what does it look like? You actually succeed. You climb the ladder.
So Tooth Gnasher is stronger than a Space Marine in Terminator armor. You don't know how strong Tooth Gnasher is, because you just look at him and think how stupid he is. And yeah, he looks like strong. You're like, yeah, I bet my dad could beat him, but he could not. Tooth Gnasher is a giant. He is a god of strength. He's stronger than Morton in real life. That's how
Ooh.
strong he is.
That was a long setup.
He takes his power fist and he just smashes chunks through the ship and holds onto the ship, and he just like carves a hole in the ceiling and just goes up. His like whole lips are like blubbering in the velocity, just like I forgot your name, but I'm here to get you. And then he just grabs Stefan's character, Ellen.
Do you though? Do you
Yeah,
though?
do you?
He attempts to do it. I get 2 more degrees of success because of my
Do a
unnatural strength.
-30
obviously.
strength test to try to hold on to the ship.
Alright,
Easy, you got this.
don't jinx me. -30, that's fucking hard. Did I get an inspiration by the way from my awesome roleplay?
Oh my god. What the fuck? Alright, well I guess you get him. You pull him off the ship. Holding on to a strap or something on the ship. You like pull him off his boots. He detaches just in the same moment as you grab him. Take him under your arm, and where do you want to go?
You better strap in inside. It's gonna get nasty. I take him inside to the ship and I put him into like one of the seats and I strap him in the straps.
Awesome.
And then I look confused from my own straps as we hit the dirt.
Nice. Well done, man. You get you regain a fate point if you have.
That's awesome.
Spent one.
I did actually spend a fate point. That's amazing.
Yes. You all crawl out of the ship. Half of it is broken. The engines are on fire, and in the distance you can see the creature. It is your turn, and you need to roll initiative as soon as we land on the screen.
I look to everyone and say, grab all the fucking food rations you can get your hands on.
So we don't take any damage or have to roll anything as we crash. It's like a pretty gentle crash.
Yeah. He managed to land it in the sand, pretty gently. You're all crawling out of the ship, looking over the horizon, and you see this absolutely gargantuan creature crawling towards you through the sand.
This is it for me, Habibi, as he turns towards Tooth Gnasher. Can't run from my faith.
Roll initiative.
Tooth Gnasher. Yeah, I have to roll initiative first before anything. I hope I get a good initiative. Tooth Gnasher, you can do it. Out of character do I have a functional power fist now or?
Let's see. Do you have an energy source?
I was like tasking Ripsaw to make one for me. He gave me like a battery or something.
I mean, if you had a little scene where you made it.
Yeah, we did. We roleplayed it.
Okay. Then yeah.
It should be on the stream if you want to look back.
Awesome. Yes, you have a power fist. No one else can use this though. It's only because of your size that you can wield it.
That's awesome. It might come in handy facing the god of run.
I am so lucky on initiative rolls.
That's a really high roll though.
Okay, roll for Jericho as well.
Wow, I got a 10. That's pretty good for Tooth Gnasher.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Smash them good.
Has everyone rolled? Alright.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah, with the two final missiles in the missile system, you just hear Doc from inside, bombs away, and then you hear a button click.
There is no way to fire the guns on the ship, unfortunately. It is buried in the sand. It would just blow up the ship.
Is the top of the ship covered?
Nope.
That's where the missile system is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think we established that.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
But it would be weird to have the missile system on the bottom.
Yeah.
Not really.
No, it would be smart to have it on the bottom because then you can shoot at the ground.
Yeah.
We
It's
didn't
so-
make.
It's
We didn't
supposed
make.
to.
But we are nerding out maximum right now, so whatever you have it on the tip. You have it on the ceiling. Go ahead, James.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh my god, it's so fucking big!
For a few glorious moments before my imminent death, I will have
Okay.
an active power field.
Roll. Does it dodge?
It's going to try to jink. and it has 2 degrees of success.
Doc just calmly steps out of the vehicle. Yeah, well, that was a bust, guys. I guess we gotta fight it the old-fashioned way. And he unlimbers his power shield and pulls out his sword. As 2 missiles just arc right over the creature. You kind of question how in the hell the missile system missed it, but Doc just eyes Ripsaw very angrily.
Awesome. You get an inspiration point, jump out of the ship, and I'm gonna control Jericho. He's gonna
Thank
run.
you.
Dismal Progenitor is going to... he's not quite here yet. So he's gonna pair right around here. Tuscan.
Okay, so Duskin is going to just look at the creature, see that literally everything has points off it, and is wondering whether or not the actual lander can be used as an explosive. And is going to move that direction.
Okay, just running in random direction.
Yeah, he's just gonna move that off to the side.
Tooth Nasha.
Nasher knows he is terrified by this being. He was scared before, and it's coming again. He can feel the fear building up. But yet, it's so important to him to prove himself to the Emperor, to prove himself for the world, to protect his friends. He taps into himself to find a reserve of anger and bravery. He goes into that animalistic mode that he has done so many times, often way more confident than this, but he starts gritting his teeth, finding all the reasons. How dare this creature proclaim itself as the god? This book must be lying. Only the Emperor is a god! And he will starts a frenzy,
Awesome.
foaming from his mouth,
You
and
get
he
an
will be
inspiration point.
immune to fear.
And while he's doing that, what he called Duskin is going to come across the Vox and say, Ripsaw, is there any way we can rig this lander as a bomb? And how explosive would it be?
Yeah, we're not blowing up the ship.
Damn, Ripsa ain't here.
Ripsaw, you're muted!
Oh, I think he's not here at all.
Oh no,
Yeah,
he's
he's not here at all. He said he'll be back in 30 minutes, and then he said he'll be back in 30 more minutes, and then here we are.
But Samuel is there, is he, you know...
Samuel also disappeared.
no worries.
mysteriously. Things,
Okay.
Things pop up.
So yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay.
What a shame. Alim, noticing the righteousness with which Teeth Smasher defends the pride of humankind and the faith in the one true God, filled with zealotry, he too shall throw caution into the wind, letting the sands guide his wrath, entering frenzy, standing tall on both feet, one of them gushing out blood. He pays it no mind, for he is not controlled neither by fury nor by anger, but by zealotry.
I see you!
Nice.
And frenzy.
Yes. Brad. I can control Morpheus for you. He would, I'm gonna actually lay down suppressive fire. He's gonna turn around and shoot. That is good. save here. Oh well, okay. The dudes are going to... one of them is going to start running. Okay. And this guy is going to stay behind and support. That's also suppressive fire. Brad.
Doc is gonna light his candlestick on the back of his pack and give an inspiring shout to the rest of the unit that's out here. In the name of the Emperor, stand your ground, men. Kill this beast.
Nice.
4 degrees of success. So everyone gets a +10 on their next action.
Yeah. Perfect. Jericho is going to turn around. He's going to take a half action. And then... let's see here. He's going to take an aim shot. Well, not an aim shot, but long last shot. That is a... good hit. Max damage, Righteous Fury.
Of course it does.
Can someone roll a 1d5 for me?
I'm roll it.
Yeah.
Too fast. I roll a d15.
1d15. That's not it.
4.
4. Okay. That's going to cripple another tentacle. I can read the effect because we're super nerdy. Let's see. Oh wow, okay. The creature falls prone and is unconscious on the ground.
What?
Yeah.
The creature. That's insane.
He is stunned by the shot. It like flares open a wound in his tentacle. He retracts it and takes a half spin, hits the sand, and you get this wave, tidal wave of sand brushing over you, covering the sky above you. And the creature is flailing around in the sand. It is horrifying to witness. Duskin.
And as the creature hits the ground, Duskin will bring up his rocket launcher and shout to everyone, down, and fire a crack missile at it.
Yes.
I will cause 1 success, but it's only 1 that's been fired.
It cannot dodge.
So it will do 6 damage or penetration.
Huge. And an explosion goes off, hits the shell, and you see it throw sand over.
Oh, hold on, that must be wrong.
Yeah, there's no way a crack missile does that little.
No, there's no way. Not that. Sorry.
No, that's right. 2d10
Pretty sure
+4.
it is.
No, it's +10. 1d10 +10. Oh no, hold on.
1d10? Nah, crack missile is more than that.
Missile launcher 3d10 +10. So it does 25 pen 10.
Okay, let me get this right. You're firing a crack rocket launcher?
Yes. 1
It's
crack.
not the same as the missile launcher we use from the ship, though.
Yeah, it's not. But it...
A crack missile is 3d10 plus 8x. Pen 8. Concussive 3.
Yeah.
And proven 2.
That's right.
Okay, that sounds way better.
That is correct. So whatever stat you have there is wrong. Go ahead and roll again. Again.
Can someone then roll for me? Because I don't know what the thing is.
I'll roll.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So that's 3d10 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
19. Pen. No. Yeah, pen 8 also.
Okay.
And minus 30 constitution saving throw. Toughness, I mean. To save for concussive. But he's already stunned, so I don't know if it matters.
Very nice. So he's a minus what toughness?
30.
Minus 30. That is a fail. 1 degree of failure.
Then he's done for 1 round. Is that how it works?
Well
I
done.
can look it up.
The creature wallows over in pain. More shards of this splintered material flies off it. And it seems to just give this deep growling noise. Alim.
Alim would move, full move, 2 meters towards Dodge, saying, "Hit me with a stimulant." And that would be his turn.
Yes.
And just to finish, what I call Duskin's turn, he's going to turn round to the 2 that are run the way and say, "You have 1 chance to come back. If not, you're dead."
Do a command test. +10.
Remember, everyone gets
You
plus
can
10
also
on this
use
round.
Intimidate if you have it.
Remember, y'all supposed to be rolling with that plus 10.
Halim, did you do your turn?
Yeah, I've moved 2 meters and I start for a stim. That's all.
Captain Morpheus, can you control him, James?
Yeah, I got it.
Do it. What does he do?
He's gonna level his pistol and take a precise shot to the head.
Yes.
+3.
Yeah, I forgot. You guys get like a +60 to hit this thing.
Bruh, is it Titanic?
It's fucking huge.
So, what I call Duskin has shouted across the sand dunes and basically commanded them to come back.
Okay. So the called shot to the head is successful and does 9 damage, pen 5, and I believe you need to roll an agility or he catches fire.
Rolling agility, success.
Okay. And that's Captain Morpheus' turn.
Did you succeed, Duskin?
Yes, by what I call 3 additional.
They're gonna come running back.
At some point, people have to roll fear again, no?
No, it's not too terrifying right now. James.
Taking this opportunity, Doc is going to sprint forward towards the creature looking for the biggest blown open entry hole, and he's going to shove a melt-a-bomb right into that hole.
Nice. You run up to it. It's kind of the surface is glistening, reflecting the light that's coming from the broken, clouded skies. It is brownish, almost bronze colored.
You see Doc kind of climbing up onto the creature, pull out a heavy looking plate object, and you just see him force it into the creature through a gaping wound. You see a little bit of blood spewing over him and his armor, and then you quickly see him jump off and run a little bit back before pressing a detonator stud. And you just see a massive explosion engulfing the creature.
Okay, so
I
where
think you
were
can
you?
even move that far, James.
No,
It's
where were
fucking
you
far.
originally? Where were you originally, James? You were there. Okay. So
It's 10 to the creature.
yeah, I'm gonna let you get there and place the detonation and activate it. You do not have enough time to run away though.
Okay, then I'm still on it, placing it.
Yep.
End of turn.
Jericho.
Well, technically, that is fine.
Well, actually.
Actually, you can only move 8, James. On a full move. So you wouldn't even reach.
I'm gonna allow it.
I know. I don't mean to be a dick.
Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho, what do you do?
Brad.
No, that's you. Fuck you. You're playing with Jericho more than...
Fuck me? Really?
Yeah. Listen,
I'm
man,
controlling the
I
big
play him.
guns here, buddy.
I
Look at
was playing him for 4 fucking rounds, okay? I almost
him.
had it. I almost got us away.
Bro, you're about to
Okay,
get
so
engaged in some
Duskin-
tentacle porn right now.
Duskin, after seeing that he's actually jumped on his back and is actually fixing this, Duskin's gonna say, shoot the tail, shoot the body, make him flick him off.
No.
As he's got what he called gun clamp and got it fixed. You know,
Jericho.
basically should make him flick.
Jericho is gonna go over the combead. It's been an honor, everyone. And he's going to start running.
Jericho, stand your ground.
He's running at full speed, tossing his helmet to the side, and he's holding something that's beeping in one of his hands. You can see a red light sort of glimmering through his fingers.
Jericho, we have a man on board.
It's too late. As you're saying it as he's running, the Dismal Progenitor is going to attack. No, wait, he's still stunned, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he's stunned.
He's still
One
stunned.
more round.
Duskin.
So this next turn.
Duskin.
Oh, there's fuck all I can do.
What, Jericho was running towards the creature with a beeper on his body?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was running to escape.
No. He's got it in his hands.
So what I'm going to say is come across the box and say, Jericho, we already have this. The creature is dead. There is no reason for you to sacrifice yourself. You will also kill Doc at the same time. Abort.
Oh, his helmet is on the ground. He cannot hear you.
He's got a microbit.
Okay.
He comes back. It will be. He is going to stop right in front of it.
Throw it away. Just throw it away. Let us all
Do a command.
survive.
Do a command test. Neutral.
Never sacrifice yourself while you still have chaff like Ogren's alive.
True.
Take my
Minus
inspiration.
5.
Take my inspiration.
Okay. Can I use what are called
You need to use an inspiration. Do you not have command?
No, hold on.
If you do not have command, then your character is not
I
very
have
convincing.
1 in command.
Reroll it, one man.
I don't think there's anything to buff you, so just reroll.
No, I'm gonna use what are called fate point as well.
Doesn't.
So that makes it
Doesn't.
flat.
It's already flat.
A +1.
Doesn't.
Oh, plus 10.
Yes.
That's 2.
He's going to look over his shoulder a couple of times, sort of skip in his running a little bit. The last 3 steps, he's sort of like taking a step back, turning his head back to you, holding it in his hand, turning around again, turning back again and around again. And then he's just gonna throw the device towards the creature.
Doc, get the fuck out of there.
Oh my god. No. Let's use the scatter diagram. Let's see where this lands. So I believe it's a D10. Yeah, we're gonna use it like a D10 and a clock, basically.
Yeah.
So that's a 4. Yeah, so in my logic, that's gonna land over here. So you are fine, James. Say done when you're done.
Dusk, say done, you motherfucker.
Done.
Oh, it's my turn. Since this is a very inspiring moment, and I technically are too far away to charge, can I still charge?
Testing.
Well, technically, your charge would actually meet it. You'd be relying on your arm length to hit it.
Are you here, Morton?
I'm here.
So straight down here is 10 feet. I can charge 8, but I have a new bionic leg that gives me sprint. And since you're lenient on movement today and it's the first turn, can I charge?
Yeah.
I can only charge 8, so
That's a little bit of a stretch.
it's as far as okay, whatever. I will sprint then. It's my whole action, and I'm next to him, standing on top of the bomb. I have to.
Yeah. Definitely. The bomb is right here. Are you sure you want to be there?
I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm an ogre.
Okay.
I'm frenzy.
That's okay. I forgot about that. Alim.
Alim will move 2 meters towards the creature. That's
Your
just
movement.
That's my full move, by the way. Thanks for the steam, Doc.
Yeah, 1 meter movement.
Doc is
Yeah.
not a support player. It's DPS.
Fucking shouldn't pick Medicaid then, should he?
Captain Morpheus.
Captain Morpheus goes down on one knee for another called shot. And then he, with a resilient yell, "Bring it down!"
Nice.
Success.
That's a
Righteous Fury.
That's a left arm.
No, that's the torso. Oh, no, left arm. Yeah, left arm.
I think it's left arm.
Can someone roll my d5 for me?
Ooh, nice. Another critical. You might actually just stun this thing to death.
Until it decides to use a faith point and says, nah.
You typed it wrong. 15-5. Okay.
A 1.
1. Yeah, you just hear a deep groaning noise as the creature wakes up. The dudes are going to... one of these guys is going to run over here, taking the lead. And these other dudes are going to try to flank it. James.
Okay. James is gonna take a step off and jump 4 meters away from the creature. And as his boots sink into the sand, he says, "Fire in the hole!" and presses the stud that he's holding. And you see a massive explosion engulf the creature.
Sick. Damage.
Doesn't it also have concussive? Basically stun locking it.
This is like a WoW game. Like a WoW raid.
Oh, another Righteous Fury.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
So it does
You're actually doing this.
40 penetration 20 since it's Malta.
Really?
Yeah. If it's in
Damn. That's
And
considerable
3.
amount of damage. And 3 critical.
Mhm.
To the
Like-
chest.
Yep.
30. Oh, damn.
A meltdown is nothing
Side
impressive.
of the creature's torso breaks open, and you hear this rapturing sound. Something just being crushed and snapped aside. Looking inside, you see billowing blood like a waterfall out of it. It starts reddening the sand. There is something pulsating inside of it, and it's popping out of the side. As it falls out, it